So, what I want to talk about today is someone asked me, how do I get over anger? And I believe in her case, it was anger at a loved one who had passed away and had a hand in their own passing. And we can feel angry because that person has left us or let us down. First thing I want to say about getting over anger or over any emotion is that no emotions are bad. Emotions just are. They're things that we have, and every emotion has a reason. We have emotions for a reason. So, for example, anger is something that allows us to protect ourselves. If someone harms us and we get angry, we do things to prevent them from harming us again. So, understand again, anger has its place. But anger, that any emotion that's held on to for too long or that is too intense, can be detrimental. So holding on to anger for something that someone did long in the past is not going to change anything. It's not going to prevent that person from doing it again. At that point, it's not useful. That emotion is no longer serving us. So it's important to understand also that we do have a choice when it comes to our emotions. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but our thoughts influence our emotions and our emotions influence our thoughts. And we can break that cycle by changing the way that we think. So, for example, if we're angry at somebody for doing something, maybe we can try to understand why that person did that. Understand that they weren't doing it necessarily to harm us. They may have been in a bad state of mind. They may have been abused in the past, whatever. There are reasons why people do things. People generally don't set out to harm us intentionally. So understanding that can allow us to let go of the anger. The other thing is the desire to let go of the anger, because we know that anger doesn't feel good. Anger doesn't serve us. And being angry at someone is like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. That anger is actually poisoning us. So understanding that we want to let go of the anger, reframing the way that we think about what happened to us, understanding that anger is no longer serving us. These are some steps we can take along the way to letting go of the anger, to forgiving that person, and to releasing ourselves. So I'd like to know what you think. Let me know. Have a great day.